Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into our 20th episode of OK Tours Live. This week we have our returning guest, Mr. Dan, the Ticket Man with Best Tickets. We're going to be talking all Cowboys, and if you're an anti-Cowboys fan or a Cowboys hater or somebody like that, just you're more than welcome to watch. And y'all can put your comments down below. We want to hear from y'all as well, not just the Cowboys fans, because we know they're everywhere. You know, the season's about to start in a couple of weeks. We had a preseason little hiccup, but that's what it's for. It's practice. So none of the high profile players are out there, but it's going to be a pretty good show. So again, I want to welcome in our returning guest, the undisputed Cowboys fan out there, Mr. Dan.
What's up? What's up? Okay,
How's
Tours.
How's it going, sir?
Owen, how you guys doing?
Pretty good. You back in the VIP suite there?
I am. It's office by day, speakeasy by night. You know how it goes over here. So it's
I
office
love it.
right now. It's like my little private recording studio.
I can see that. I love it. And I guess you guys have a bunch of events going on this week, right?
Yeah, next week more so than this week. We got a show tonight at the Freeman, and then we're really in football mode, gearing up for everything. All things football, especially our Cowboys, right? A couple concerts next week at the Dome. So yeah, I mean we're staying busy over here, just like I know you guys are over there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, we're excited. We've got a couple of viewers coming in right now. Mr. Jacob, how's it going? And now, what we're really here for, all Cowboys. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you project for the season going forward? But before we go with that, for those people that didn't tune in and aren't following you guys, Best Tickets on Facebook and Instagram, I loved all the content you guys are sharing. It makes me every time I see one of y'all's videos or posts, I'm like, just take my money, Dan.
I mean,
just send me a 4-pack.
Our team is doing a great job, getting information out there. I mean, obviously, like I said, football season is kind of king down here in Texas. Football is king, right? But even with that, I mean, there's concerts still going on. The summer concert tour is kind of coming to an end, but there's still stuff getting announced. It seems like every day, and so we're just trying to get everything out there for everybody to see. So as you guys know, we do it all, whether it's a Drake concert up the street in Austin or Cowboys up in Dallas or Longhorns football. Spurs is going to be hot here pretty soon. All of it. So we're just trying to keep, there's something for everybody, right? So we're trying to get it all out there. So I'm glad you're seeing it. So if you're seeing it, I know other people are.
Our eyes are seeing it. I know that we bought a bunch of tickets for some people here at the office. We had some that went to Journey, and they just now they come up to me and they're like, "Hey, I need tickets for this event," and I'm like,
Sure.
"Well, you can, don't worry about it. I got you. I know who's going to take care of us and what we're going to do." Longhorn football coming up. Seeing a lot of requests for that. We do a lot of bus trips out there as well. I think they're going to try to bring back that the shuttle, the Cowboys Longhorn shuttle. So there is a lot of talks of that happening. So I remember the Barton Creek Mall. We used to do a lot of those shuttles as well. But that's a pretty big thing. A lot of fans don't want to just get stuck in the traffic, and they don't know where to park. All the construction that's going down in Austin. So bringing that back, I think would just help tremendously with the tailgate and the full-on experience.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
So, but going forward, now that we got the intro, I'm very excited about the season, man. Every year it's always like an up and down rocky road. Last season to me felt kind of weak. I don't know about you, what you thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this. I guess it was back in May, June. It's been a couple months, but we talked about when the schedule came out. We kind of went through it, and I mean it's exciting. And as time's gone on, it just it looks more and more exciting. I mean, we got the Jets' first game of the year. I mean, I know as soon as August hit, the phones started ringing for that game. Aaron Rodgers and this super team they seem to be creating in New York. I mean. They're on Hard Knocks. I don't know if anybody's been watching the Hard Knocks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching. bring it on, right? The thing that I'm most excited about with the schedule is, there's maybe a couple layups on there that, obvious games that the Cowboys should win, but there's a lot of really, tough stretches in that schedule, whether it's the home games or the games on the road. So we're going to find out pretty quick who the Cowboys
Oh
are.
yeah.
I'm always excited when football season in general rolls around, but I'm excited. I think we have a solid team, a lot of guys returning, and we're gonna see.
Got Miss Tasha in saying hi. Hi, welcome to the stream. He's said hi to Marcos and Dan. I'm glad to see that we have a lot of people that are tuning in, watching us talk a little football and get us excited about the season. They want to go to the Jets game. I'm excited about the upgraded package that you guys can offer. All of those tickets. I know there's a lot of Rodgers fans out there. They've been following him since Green Bay. Now I see less Lambeau green and
Yeah,
I see a lot more Jets
yeah,
jerseys flying off. Watching Hard Knocks kind of makes you want to like the guy a little bit. You wish he was on your team, but you want him to have that good career. And I don't think Rodgers has lost at Cowboy Stadium, but
I think that's right. Yeah,
in September
yeah,
he's losing.
yeah. I think we changed that up a little bit this year. You're right. He's had a fantastic career. You know what I mean? And kudos to them. Like I said, they seem like they are going all in on this. Whether it's a 1 or 2 year thing, kind of like Brady was in Tampa Bay. If that works for you, cool. But like I said, we'll just have to see what happens. I'm always bullish about the Cowboys. I'm real bullish about them this year. Probably most excited to watch the defense. I think the defense is going to be
Oh
one of
yeah.
the top defenses in the league. And just don't turn the ball over. We should be in pretty much every game. Is kind of how I've
Oh,
broken down the schedule.
without a doubt. That's what I'm excited about. I got Steven saying he's watching from work and what seats are the section in, or what section are the seats in. I mean, that's why they call y'all best tickets because we get the best tickets around. We'll
Yeah,
put
yeah.
y'all wherever y'all want to be.
Wherever you want to sit,
Our
Steven.
our tickets are in the 400 sections, but we do get upgrades from you guys. And I remember there was maybe like 2019, somebody wanted some club seats right where the players come out, and
Yep.
I was like, man, that sounds crazy expensive. But when I got the price from you guys and priced it out, they ran with it because it wasn't even that crazy to see where all the players come out, all you can eat, all you can drink. I mean, you gotta like prepare your body for a Cowboys game because you're eating and drinking the whole time
Yeah.
and watching some good football, getting into it with the fans. Everyone's like, "Oh man, I got a 75-inch screen at home." Yeah, but you
Yeah.
don't have those loyal Cowboy fans that are out there hyping you up off of Parsons' sack fumble. You don't have all of those screaming fans and the fans that got their face painted. That's the difference between watching it at home and watching it at a game, and then
Yeah.
taking your friends and family. We see a lot. I mean, you guys obviously get a lot of the repeat clientele that comes back to you and they're like, hey, we want to go. We're going to that first game every year. So being able to transport them to there and providing the full service, I mean, it's a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably like we've talked about it in the past, what our biggest value prop to our loyal customers, to new customers, whoever it is, we just have the in-depth knowledge of the stadium, right? And whether it's Cowboys or something else, if you're looking for something specific, when you said, 400 level, lower level, club seats, whatever it is, if you want to sit and turn around and look at Jerry Jones, we can make that happen. I know where those seats are. We've sold those seats before. So, that's really what we're trying to do. And whether it's me or anybody else on our team, we're all very knowledgeable about, any questions you have. Because it seems like every year, I get 2 or 3 people calling that, it's their first time ever going to a game. You know what I'm saying? And so
And they
not
don't
that,
even have the SeatGeek app on their phone.
yeah, and it's the mobile ticketing side of things. I mean, from start to finish, that's probably, like I said, our biggest value prop is just being able to kind of walk you through the whole process, get you what you want at a price you're comfortable with, and yeah, so upgrades, whatever it is, we're always game to help you out.
And what's the best way they can reach you to get tickets?
Yeah,
Just to get tickets only, because I mean, obviously, we're not doing no Grupo Frontera this week or
sure.
any.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the best? How can they reach you?
Yeah, so I mean, our website is a great resource. I mean, anything and everything that we have access to is always on our website, www.besttickets.com. That's BESTTICKETS.com. Actually, right now, if you're looking to, interested in Cowboys tickets all the way through the end of the month of August, you can use promo code DC23. That's going to save you up to 10% off your order. So, some of these sites you're looking at, StubHub or Vivid Seats or even SeatGeek, right? And you get to the checkout and they got all these crazy service fees. Ours is very simple. You're going to see a price. You are going to see a fee at checkout, but really all that fee is sales tax. That promo code that I just gave out, DC23. So like Dallas Cowboys 23.
All right, we're gonna put it right here on the bottom of the screen,
Yeah.
so everybody that's watching, they can definitely get that 10%. I mean, you go through StubHub and SeatGeek, you're paying 10%. So, I mean, I think that's a $20 value right now for everybody that's watching to get their tickets in. We're excited to see that. What game do you really see like blowing up? Because obviously the Jets on our end, we're looking at about half a bus right now.
Sure.
The Giants and the Commanders. Well, I'm just gonna keep calling Washington. Those two games right now are like out of the. I think we have two buses going for each game.
Yeah, I mean these first two, obviously Jets. We talked about the popularity there. First home game, in my opinion, is always solid. Whether it's the price point on tickets or just the demand for it. The Patriots game's heating up too. One of the things we talked about a couple months ago was kind of how spread out some of these games are. I think it's the Jets, and then they go to Arizona, and then it's back home against the Patriots. Well, then they go on the road to California. They got the 49ers and the Chargers on the road 2 weeks in a row. Then we hit our bye week, and then we finally come back home at the very end of October. So pretty much like other than the Patriots game on the 1st of October, they don't play another game at AT&T Stadium until October 29th. So anytime I see that big gap, between home games, that next one when they come back home is always pretty solid. So, I mean, top to bottom, the schedule's great. I mean, if you're asking for one that's going to blow up, I think no matter what happens this season, Cowboys Eagles, that rivalry is just getting more and more heated. That one, it's also in December, getting a little bit closer to the holidays, cooler weather, great tailgating weather, right? Hopefully it's not like some random early ice storm up in Dallas or anything, but
or some random 90-degree day in December.
Sure, yeah,
one or the other.
Too, right? Yeah, I think we're all ready for a little blast of some cooler air down here, but yeah, I mean the Eagles one for sure. That one has the potential to get really big, obviously with the NFC East division ramifications, the rivalry. You name it. That game's kind of got it all.
Do you think that Zeke is going to go over 100 yards for that Patriots-Cowboys game?
No.
No?
No.
What about 2 touchdowns? I'm trying
to
fill out my parlay right here.
See him getting in the end zone. Zeke was a solid. He's a staple in our offense for a long time. Personally, there's all kinds of talk out there, on the sports talk shows about running backs and, what they're getting paid or not getting paid right now. I mean, it's just kind of, at the end of the day, the NFL's a business. I think, as much as I respect the guy, I think the Cowboys did what was best for the team. I'm excited about some of the young guys, definitely excited about seeing Pollard in there getting a more featured role. And then, I mean, this kid we drafted, from Kansas State, Deuce Vaughn. I mean, you can't even see the guy.
Deuce.
He's like, but I mean, he looked pretty solid in that preseason game. So it seems like they have at least a plan at that position. And I could see him getting in the end zone when he comes back. You know what I mean? Maybe down there on the goal line, but over 100 yards, I think our defense is going to be too tough for that to happen.
He's like a creative player on Madden, because if I had to create a player, it would be like super fast and it would be like my height. So that's what I would look like if I put on a big helmet and ran down the line.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching some of these videos from training camp, and it's like the angles like from behind the defense, and out of nowhere he just pops out right from behind those 6'8", 300-pound guys. So it'll be interesting to see how they use him.
And to have Zach back, I mean, that's a win in itself right there. Getting a little worried, especially with Jerry's comments. It's always something.
Jerry's been as great of a businessman as he is. He's been known to bluff a little bit when it comes to those contract situations. So definitely good to have him back. He could be the best player at his position in the NFL, arguably.
Ranked 99 in Madden. He once he got that 99 ranking, that's when he was like, "Hey, I need a couple more million, because property taxes here in Dallas went up."
I think it was a couple years ago. You get 2 or 3 guys hurt on the offensive line, and Zach Martin's playing. This side. He's playing tackle one game, he's playing guard the next. So I mean, very versatile player. Definitely another guy that good for him. He's earned that money, and I'm glad he's on our team.
I was watching that Johnny Manziel documentary, and I was seeing that, watching him look at the clock, and then I was like, all right, Jerry's looking, and that he wants to draft Johnny, but they said that Steven popped in and said, no, we're taking this guy. And at first, like, it's as somebody that does tickets and somebody that does trips, you're like, man, I want to see Johnny in Texas doing it. Best decision the Cowboys have made in the last 20 years.
I mean, you're right. I think I even was one of the people that watching that draft, I was like, there's just so much hype around the guy, right? But in hindsight, I mean, great documentary. I watched it too. Hopefully it seems like he's doing a lot better these days in his normal life. But I'm definitely happy with the decision we ended up making and going with Zach Martin over Johnny Manziel.
Oh, without a doubt. And I've just seen a couple of people right now in their office saying that we sold a couple of Cowboys trip. What we're going to do is, for everybody that buys tickets for between here and next week, we just got in, I would say, Fiesta medals, but there are 30th anniversary medals, and they're pretty neat. So everybody that books up within, you really can't see. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Anybody that books within the next week will get our Fiesta medals, Fiesta/30th anniversary medals. oktours.com/Cowboys. And I mean, there's still endless events going on. I'm really hyped about the season. This part of the year, I want everybody to clip this part so that they can see me have that same energy in December when we're talking again and we're like, hey, playoffs. Playoffs.
Yeah. It's gonna happen. We'll be in a few months. We'll be talking about playoff bus trips. So
for sure.
It's definitely like you said. I definitely share in the excitement. I got customers that are strictly just Cowboys customers. So I hear from them a few times a year, and then then I get this time of year rolls around, and I get to talk to them and do business. And so I mean it's there's a lot of factors that play into making it fun for us, but that's definitely one of them.
Yeah, you don't even need a calendar. You already know when you get like 10 phone calls after work hours. I mean, our job is nonstop. We get the messages regardless. I know you do as well. Your phone's always blowing up. But you already know when the schedule comes out, because they're already asking for like the highest profile game. And then when it's already August because the reservation starts coming in. And then when the Cowboys are doing good, because the next Monday you're selling out all of these tickets the following day. So
absolutely.
It's a good time to be a sports fan. I'll say it that way. And I'm surprised that we didn't have a lot of Cowboys haters here watching on, because they're always there to, nudge us and, say somebody said this is Dak's last year. I think that was Steve. We're gonna miss Zeke. I mean, if we need another lineman, then yes, I guess we would have missed Zeke. That's it. Besides that, I mean, Jets fans.
Yeah, I mean, Cowboys fans, I mean, rightfully so. I saw y'all's video that y'all posted the other day, and '96, I think you said. I mean, it's been quite some time since we've reached the pinnacle of the NFL, right, and got to that Super Bowl and won that Super Bowl. But it's an opinionated bunch, right, and that's what I said. I mean, I'm very open in saying I'm excited to watch the defense because I think the defense can kind of carry the team this year. So Dax last year, maybe, I don't know. I don't run the team. I hope he plays well because if he plays well, the team's going to play well. So I think they'll be able to score enough points and the defense. But so hopefully it's not as last year because we're playing good, right? So we'll see.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not like there's that many options. Who are we going to get? A backup from somebody? I mean, even somebody to start. I mean, okay, a Mahomes, awesome.
Sure.
Burrow, awesome.
Those guys don't grow on trees, right?
Exactly. They get farmed out of the Alabama or SEC programs. But for the most part, I saw somebody that said that they need to come work for OK Tours to fund their trips, and I'm like, well, that's why I do some part time over there at Best Tickets, because if I'm not selling a whole bunch of tickets over there, I can't go to some of these events. Just bought an 18 pack of tickets to the Astros game this weekend. Excited about that. We still got some baseball left.
I need to send those to you today.
That was my reminder to you, so that everybody that's watching can remember that Astros game. The Rangers, I guess, are surprisingly doing good. I think they got to pay it off that stadium.
Yeah.
So,
right, both. I mean, both those teams, they're kind of the same division and they're battling it out. Looks like both of them are going to be playoff teams, which definitely exciting for the Rangers, fans up in the Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington area. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I mean that's a perfect little segue plug right there. I mean that's a perfect example. We're here talking about Cowboys, and you got 18 tickets for the Astros game tomorrow coming from us. So it's like we're the one-stop shop. And I mean, how easy was that? You called me and said, this is what I need. And I think we had it done within 20, 30 minutes and is exactly what you needed. So
that's the best part, because I am known for being in my friends group, the tour planner. And I leave work trying not to bring home work. But then they ask me, hey, can we do this whole thing? I'm like, yeah, let me get the transportation. Let me get the tickets. Let me do all that. Boom. In 30 minutes, we had our answer, our pricing, and everybody was exchanging the PayPal information. So that's the best part of this whole relationship, is that I'm able to call you, get tickets, and then we keep it moving on to the next event. So we have a lot of events. We do have a lot of Cowboys trips, a lot of Cowboys upgrades that I need to send some requests in, because people are booking those at light speed. Once you go down past the 300 section, you never go back up. It just that 400 section is great when you're bringing a family and everything, but once you start getting hooked into doing it, you never go back.
I'm the same way. I've been very fortunate, blessed. A lot of events. My favorite is like sitting in the 200 level, but on the front row. I mean, if you want to stand up and go nuts the whole game, you can. If you want to sit down and have a sip of your beer and a snack, you can sit down. You don't miss anything. And so, but again, I mean, that's what we're here for. If you're the high end picky, you want to be on the specific yard line on a certain side of the stadium in a certain row with aisle seats. We're your people. You know what I'm saying? You call us, you check out the website. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to get you all that information and make it as easy as possible.
I always wear like the cowboy. I mean, whenever I go for the Thanksgiving game, because that's our tradition, I always wear the turkey hat. And then my kids wear the pie and all that other stuff. And I remember, was it last year or the year before that, I was wearing mine, and I wasn't going to take it off because my hair was everywhere. So I was wearing it, and the guy behind me was like, hey, man, are you going to take that off? I was like, you can buy my tickets?
You want to upgrade?
That's part of the experience. When you said front row, I'm like, hey, we paid for that experience. And so that's our thing. Like, I mean, that's getting the best tickets from you guys is always the the icing, especially during Thanksgiving. Man, it's a good time.
I had a good customer. That's a perfect example. I had a good customer last year that for the Christmas Eve game against Philadelphia, he said, I need to be here and I need to be on an aisle because I'm wearing a Santa Claus Cowboys themed outfit. And if I'm stuck between a bunch of people, I'm going to burn up, even though it's going to
Yeah.
be cool. So we got him taken care of. He was posted up right in the middle of the aisle the whole game, Cowboys Santa, right? So we can do it all.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, again, I appreciate you for taking the time. I appreciate all the viewers that came and stopped by, kept our conversation active on the right hand side, giving all that encouraging words for the Cowboys this year. I mean, again, this is going to be a good season, and I don't just say that from a somebody that's just been a fan forever. It's the experience is better. We're past the last 3 years of having a bunch of restrictions. We have this crazy tailgate, all you can eat, all you can drink, with DJs there and a whole bunch of covered patio. We got the best tickets in the whole stadium, sponsored by Best Tickets. We have the best transportation going up there. We got satellite TV, Wi-Fi, 110 plugs, that whole experience. We did a preseason game. What was it, last week? And it just had a blast. We had a whole live experience up there. We appreciate everybody that was joining us in our lives and joining us in with the clips that we were making up there. It was just a total experience, and it just to show that it's not just about the game. It's about the experience with your friends and family that you can't put a price on. You can, get tickets for 100, 200 bucks, but you're not going to ever be able to enjoy your friends or your kids' first Cowboys game. You're not going to be able to experience that time where, Dak threw that winning touchdown, though it's been a while, but it's the experience of having that, something you could talk about for years. So again, thank you so much. Besttickets.com. Get your tickets. oktours.com. You have anything else? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, he said it. Besttickets.com, promo code DC23. It'll save you 10% all the way through the end of August. Any Cowboys order. If you want to call us, 210-344-9600. Like we talked about, if you have any specific questions, myself, you can ask for Dan. Anybody on our team can help you out. We're ready to go. We're ready to get you taken care of. And I mean, there was 81,000 people, I think is what they said, 80,000 plus at the first preseason game. So
Yeah.
we got room at Jerry World, right? There's room for a few more, and
Yep.
we'll crack that 100,000 mark. I guarantee it on the first game against the Jets. So whatever you're looking for, give us a shout. If you need the bus transportation, Marcos and his guys over at OK Tours, you guys are the best. I always always enjoy getting on here and chatting with you guys. So appreciate the time and hope to hear from you guys soon.
Okay, dope. And well, again, we'll see you on the next one.
Nice.
Alrighty. So what we also have, we appreciate Dan again. What we're going to do from here is we're going to walk outside and show our sprinter that has been very popular as of late for all of these events. Though if you have a group of 1 all the way to 13, we planned a trip out there. We're going to go to the Astros game this week. So when we do that, we're going to be taking our sprinter, showing some pictures of the quality of equipment that we have as well, and not just pictures that you take pictures of when you first get a vehicle. Now these are pictures and live video right now of what we have, and we have a lot of people that ask these questions of like what type of equipment do you have? So we're going to do that right now. The quality of the video might change a bit, but you will be able to see that little experience right now. All right, so we're going to head on out that way. Double camera.
And give me a check.
Hello. We're still on there?
Yep.
Awesome. Come
All
on
right,
out.
let's do it.
So if you're wondering why I have this, just a small little clip. We are going to be going back to Coshada next year, and we're going to start doing some turnarounds too.